Roadrunner, a film about Anthony Bourdain, comes to us from director Morgan Neville, the director of one of my favorite documentaries, Won't You Be My Neighbor? If you have not seen that documentary, definitely do yourself a favor and go check it out. But this documentary tells the story of Anthony Bourdain and his career as a chef, writer, and host, renowned for his authentic approach to food, culture, and travel. Now, I am someone that is barely familiar with Anthony Bourdain. I know he's a chef. I know he's an author. I know very little things about him. And then I saw the trailer for this documentary, and it very much intrigued me. So I was really excited to check it out. And this documentary absolutely blew me away. The footage in this documentary is nothing short of incredible. The footage they got in a span of time, which is pretty much over 20 to 30 years, is crazy. The fact that they have so much footage from the peak of his career, and really just all the footage that they got was absolutely outstanding and easily one of the best parts about this documentary. I'm a sucker for good footage, so that definitely was one of my favorite parts. I think what surprised me most about this documentary, though, is how fascinating of a guy Anthony Bourdain is. Like I said, I barely even know him as a person, other than the fact he's an acclaimed author and an acclaimed chef. But really, when it comes down to it, he is just an all-around great person. From all the people that they got to talk to in this documentary, literally everyone cannot stop raving about him. He just sounds like the most down-to-earth person, and that's what really surprised me most about this documentary, is just how good of a person Anthony Bourdain was. When a documentary can really make you feel like you know a person, just watching through about 2 hours of footage, you know the documentary is good, and I definitely felt like I had an almost personal connection to Anthony Bourdain. What also surprised me is just how dark this documentary got at some points. It touched on war, it touched on mental health, and it honestly just touched on the fundamentals of life. Those are three very big topics, and it's hard to really grasp and go into detail without feeling too heavy-handed, but it felt so natural. These were all very personal topics for Anthony Bourdain. I think that it's great that they highlighted some of the most important things to him, as mental health, war, just life. That's really important to discuss. When you have a documentary that can discuss it in a natural way that doesn't feel really heavy-handed, that's a big bravo in my book. This is an incredible deep dive into a man's life that honestly kind of knocked off my socks. I really didn't see this documentary hitting as hard as it does in those final 15 minutes. You really do feel that gut punch, and as I said, it feels like this is an actual person that you have a deep connection with. Me going into this, like I said, barely knew anything about Anthony Bourdain. Coming out of it, I feel like he was like an uncle, and he felt like he can actually be like an actual person that I would know in my life. So this documentary did such a great job with that. This documentary feels so personal and so touching and poignant that it was just an absolute crazy experience, and honestly might be one of my favorite documentaries to date. I'm going to give Roadrunner, a film about Anthony Bourdain, an A. This is a near-perfect documentary that, like I said, absolutely blew my socks off. I found myself honestly loving it, and I honestly can't wait to watch it again. I highly recommend it. Guys, thank you again so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, do give it a like, subscribe, and make sure to turn the notification bell on to get notified whenever new videos like this go live. My review of Space Jam: A New Legacy will be up later today, so definitely check that out and subscribe, and definitely keep your eye out for that. Guys, thank you again so much for watching. My name is Ben. People call me Meter, and I'll see you guys in the next one.